Good morning and welcome to another Ashworth Wealth Weekly Market Update. I believe this is the first one that we have done in 2025, so also welcome to a brand new year. Brand new year, lots of new data points to look at. So, if for those of you that have been watching this on a regular basis, you'll notice maybe some trends, or at least I don't know if trends is necessarily the right word, but you'll notice that there's all sorts of ups and downs in the statistics that we look at, in unemployment statistics and inflation statistics, and just all of the different things. Of course, there's all sorts of quotes about statistics and how much they really mean. Um, but this one in particular was interesting to me as I was doing my research for this update. This update specifically is going to talk about the labor market, and there are two different data sources that are kind of the established data sources for the labor market. One is a survey that is called the Establishment Survey. The other one is called the Household Survey. If you want to figure out more about what they both do, you can Google those and do a deep dive if you want. Both surveys did show impressive job growth in December 2024. But the long-term trends are divergent. So since March of 2022, the US has added 8.2 million jobs according to the Establishment Survey, but only 3.5 million based on the Household Survey. So why the difference? This chart kind of shows you at least some idea. The blue line that continues at a pretty standard upward pace is the Establishment Survey. The darker blue line that is kind of all over the place is the Household Survey. The Establishment Survey counts jobs based on business, agency payrolls, which allows it to capture the impacts of immigration. But there are statistical techniques, and once again, this is kind of way deeper than we normally want to get, but it does impact business formations, closures, and those things can kind of sway the figures. The household survey, it weighs sample responses from households using population data from the Census Bureau. But the Census Bureau has not done a very good job of accurately capturing the surge in immigration. So the benchmark revisions for February that will be coming out, they should help to clear up the issue. When I look at stuff like this, it really comes down to the thing that you probably hear me say quite a bit, which is we don't worry so much about what's happening in the short term because the short term can be swayed by so many different factors. You saw this with the election. There was an immediate bump in the stock market right after the election. Since then, it's pulled back a little bit and then kind of held steady. But over time, the general trend still tends to be up, which is what we worry about. So yes, there's varying data points that we look at. There's two different job growth surveys here. But the bottom line is that jobs are growing. Net immigration is up. We'll see what happens with the new administration and how things change with that. But immigration is an important part of our economy and it's an important part of our job growth as well. So as the impacts from immigration crystallize over time, it'll help our view of the labor market. It might look a little softer, but overall, it still looks like 2025 is shaping up to be a very strong year. Of course, we don't really know what that looks like yet, but that is what is shaping up right now. Steady economic activity should allow employers to average roughly 150,000 jobs per month. And as long as we continue to do that, the stock market should continue to grow as well. Bottom line, we do a lot of reading around here. We read a lot of economic reports. We read a lot of information. We try and consume that information and then digest it and spit it back out again in useful format for you when we do our reviews. Sometimes we don't go into all of the information that we read, but the bottom line is the stock market is currently in a very healthy state. And even when it's not in a healthy place, there's lots of things that we do to take advantage of the downtimes in the markets as well. So I hope, as I stated before, that your 2025 is off to a very good start. We look forward to meeting with each of you here in the spring, summer, sometime in the near future. We look forward to meeting with our clients. If there's anything that we can do for you in the meantime as you're preparing for tax season or anything else, please let us know how we can help. and we'll be in touch soon. Please feel free to share this with anybody that you would like to. We have no problems getting it sent out as many times as possible. So have a great rest of your week, and we'll be back in touch soon.